Bandicoot 2, Cortex Strikes Back. Press start to begin.
Let's get straight to the point. My name is Joe, Clockwork Ninja, call me whatever you like, and today I'm going to be playing my favorite game ever, Crash Bandicoot 2, Cortex Strikes Back. I have not played this game in a very long time, so if I look like a noob, which I probably will, don't hate me so much. I haven't played this game much, so let's get started. Let's just jump in there. God, I miss my PlayStation. I think this was the first game I actually had for the PlayStation. And it was me and my brother. We would play Crash Bandicoot 2. I never actually got around to playing the first one. My first Crash was this one, the second one, and I played third, which is Warped, and what was after that? Crash Team Racing, which is another game I loved. And after that, I think Naughty Dog stopped making Crash, and you know what? I screwed up already. let's just. I screwed up already, but Crash Team Racing was another great game that I loved. What else? That was pretty much it. For my first game, it was Crash Bandicoot 2, and I fell in love with it. And I think I actually 100%'d it. I think Crash Bandicoot 2 is the easiest to 100%. Compared to, I guess, the first one. I played the first one. I bought it, way afterwards. But I never beat it 100%. And the third one's a lot harder and a lot longer. So I never got around to beating that one too. And okay, here comes the tricky part. Wait, there's a box back there, isn't there? Okay, I'm not gonna get that. There we go. And yeah, the third one's always it always was a little bit harder. And so I never got around to it. And Crash Team Racing, I loved Crash Team Racing. I totally forgot how to skip this whole part, but Crash Team Racing, I played that one as well. It was, I guess, the competition to Mario Kart. I actually never played Mario Kart. There we go. I never played Mario Kart, so there it is, the blue gem. For those of you that already know, you get this one without breaking any boxes, so this is why I said I messed up a quarter of the way there. So you can just die and it'll reset you back to the start, but you'll still have the crystals in your pocket. And what was I? Yeah, I never played Mario Kart. I never had a 64. I did have a cousin who did have a 64. His name is Leo. But I don't think even he had Mario Kart. I always played GoldenEye with him, which was another awesome game. I actually never played it firsthand, but I always liked watching him play. So that was pretty cool. And yeah, that was a really fun game. But I mean, the PlayStation 1, man, they had so many good games like Spyro. Oh, Spyro. Again, I never really played the first one. My first Spyro game, I think, was the third one, actually, Year of the Dragon. That was another great game I loved. And I bought Ripto's Rage. I think it's called something else in England. or in the UK. No, I did not make. Okay. Thought I didn't make that. I think it's called Gateway to Glimmer or something, like in the UK. Or something like that, but yeah, here in the US, or in the Americas, I guess it's called Crypto's Rage. And I played that one after Year of the Dragon. So, Crash and Spyro pretty much defined my childhood when it came to gaming. It's I always played those two games. Even when the PS2 came out, I always found myself playing Crash and Spyro. I did have, you know, PlayStation 2 games, but the only games I had for the PS2 was a bunch of, I don't know, wrestling games. I was a huge wrestling fan when I was a kid. So I kind of still am, not as much, but you know, storylines are great. There's some great storylines in wrestling. But yeah, that was pretty much my childhood when it came to video games. I also had Cool Borders 3. That was pretty much my brother got that, and I also had this. I had this one. I can't remember the name of it, but it was like a. It was like a racing game, but like a plane racing game, like where you raced with planes, I guess. And I remember when my brother first came home with it, and he was all, like, I guess him and my dad and everybody else went to Sears. I think I stayed with like my sister or something. But he came back and he was really excited with that he got this new game. And at first I remember you had to press A, or not A, but X. To, you know, to go fast, or to actually, you know, but we didn't know that, so we would race super slowly because it automatically, like a car, you know, automatically goes very slowly. But that's how we raced, and we didn't figure that out until months later.
Done, Crash! I knew I could rely on you. Now listen carefully. These holograms are hard to maintain. During the course of my intellectual pursuits, I have stumbled across a force that threatens to destroy the world. Crystals are the only means of containing it. The fate of the world is at stake. It is imperative, therefore, that you bring them to me.
Coco. You're cutting off. But yeah, we ended up playing at super slow speed for the first few weeks, months, I don't remember. But it was until later that I realized that you had to press X to actually accelerate. That made me feel pretty stupid. Oh man. Great music, PS1 games. Oh gosh, I hate DS. Oh crap. But yeah. And what else did I have for the PlayStation 1? Wrestling games. I had the first, well, not the first wrestling. I don't remember what the first WWE game was, or WWF at the time, because I think the first one I owned was SmackDown. But I later ended up having. I can't have that. I remember having what was it, Warzone? And that one was pretty fun too. But yeah, PlayStation 1. I also had Game Boy Color, which is, you know, not really related, but as far as my childhood goes, Pokemon on the Game Boy. Excuse me. Well, no, I think the red, blue, and yellow were Game Boy, and gold, silver, and what was it, crystal? I think those were the first one for Game Boy Color. But I had red version, and my brother, who was a huge Pokemon fan too, he had the yellow. So I was always jealous of him because in the yellow, I guess it followed closely to the anime, which was based on the novel or the manga. I don't know what it's exactly how it's pronounced. Excuse me. But yeah, so I was always jealous that he had Pikachu, Squirtle, Bulbasaur, and Charmander, which was my favorite. I always chose Charmander for my starter Pokemon. But in blue and red, you could only choose one of those three. And Pokemon was, you know, unobtainable. But I think you could get them in that. What's that forest? Viridian Forest? I don't remember. But I think you could pick them up there. But I mean, you never had Pikachu would follow you around in yellow version, and then the two others, they didn't really have that. So Pokemon was a huge part of my childhood gaming growing up too. So that was great. I think I'm gonna keep these, what, two levels an episode? I mean, I know there's 5 in every level, or every stage. 2, 4. And then the boss fight. So, well, let's listen to this cutscene.
Oh! You were helping Cortex gather crystals. Yet you have acquired a gem. Interesting. Well, Crash?
Reminds me of Frankenstein with the bolts
You are allied with Cortex!
on the side of his head.
You are my sworn enemy, and I will do anything in my power to stop you! If the fate of the world is truly your concern, you must gather the gems, not the crystals. If you obtain all 42 gems, I can use them to focus a laser! A laser beam that will destroy Cortex and the space station!
Fire the laser!
Until then,
If anybody knows where that's from.
Forces to stop you from gathering crystals!
1, kudos to you, and 2, put it in the comments. And I'll give you a huge internet cookie. So I think I'm gonna keep these to 2 episodes apiece. So it can be 2, 4 in the next episode, and then 5, and then the boss fight 6. So it can be even. So I don't know what I'm gonna call this. Maybe I'll make this like a series. Call it, I don't know. What can I call it? Well, why don't we go with something like oh, like on Instagram. Hashtag Throwback Thursday. Maybe I'll upload these on Thursday. That's what I call it, Throwback Thursday, and I can play old games. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna call it. So thanks for watching. I guess I'll put an annotation to the next video, or it'll be down in the description. But thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys later.